Welcome. This is Melinda Barlow, CZT, Certified Zen Tangle Teacher, and today's lesson is BeeLine. And I was asked to do BeeLine by one of my students. She was cleaning a building, and there was an inlaid piece of art on one of the tables, and she said, I can't figure out how to draw it. And I had seen the table before. I had been in that same building and seen that table. And I said, I know exactly what it is. This is BeeLine. She says, well, you look at it one direction, it looks like diamonds, and you look another direction, and it looks like little cubes. And that's what BeeLine is. So we're going to do BeeLine. And I don't think I want to do it on we'll do it on a big tile. We're okay with that. So we'll put our dots in the corners in our border, and we're going to put a string because we're going to divide it out. We're not going to do the whole thing. And I'm just going to section with lines evenly spaced. And it really doesn't matter how far apart you put them. You don't want them really close together because you're going to draw lines coming this other direction. So we have vertical lines going, and mine are probably about 1/4 of an inch apart. And then I'm going to start, and you can either start on your left-hand side, your right-hand side. I'm going to start on the left-hand side, and I'm going to make a zigzag line. And this will be my base. So there's my first zigzag line. And now I'm going to make another one that is going to zigzag, and it makes them have little diamonds. So I went opposite. If I put that one up there, now I'm going to make another zigzag line, and I'm going to go so that I have opposite. Here's my diamond shape right here. And this next one is going to start so that it runs the opposite direction. So let me show you. And I would have one going there. And you can see how they are just one step up from the one by it. So if I were to color these in, you could see it a little bit better. Usually this is the last step, but I'm going to color these first two somewhat in so you can see how I have done them. So here's my line. This is a point here, and this is the widest point of the V. So I'm going to continue to make those zigzag lines across my paper. And I want my lines spaced pretty evenly apart. So I will look here, and I will have another space so that they are about this width between here and here, and here are about equal. And I believe I can get one. There'll be more zigzag line down here. And then I'm going to go back and I'm going to fill in all of those diamond shapes that you see. And I'm going to come in and I'm going to fill in, I'm going to use a bigger tipped pen. It will just make it go faster. So I'm going to use an 05 instead of an 01. Fill in. And as you fill in these triangle shapes, you're going to see your design start to show up. But it's not completely there until we do a little shading. go back and make sure that those are all filled in really well with my pen. I've kind of hurried today, and I don't like how they're not filled in all the way, but you can see here I've done it on gray, and I've used white to fill in. So now I'm going to take my pencil, and I'm just going to shade in part of my little block. So I'm just going to shade in the top half. And you can see those little blocks just pop out. They really become defined. And I would go back with my shading stump and blend that out nice and smooth. So as a nice solid gray color, and we have a nice black, white, and gray. This is a fun tangle to do. It also has a honeycomb shape. If you shade it right, you can see the honeycomb shape in there. If you look at the Zentangle.com newsletters, you can see this one done, and Rick has pulled out a piece of honeycomb and shown it. But that's BeeLine, so you can see it with a couple other tangles. It's a fun tangle to add. It's a fun tangle to have all by itself. And enjoy. Thanks for watching.